Hello everyone, my name is MrBlaBlak and I'm here today to show you 3 techniques to maximize your movement potential. Apex Legends is a game with a lot of hidden mechanics and utilizing them is a path that will lead you from rookie to real legend. Let's get started!
One in the like front building somewhere. Where are you spamming?
To kick things off, let's talk a little about strafing mechanics in Apex Legends. A lot of people have been asking if it's possible since game is running on modified source engine. And the answer is yes, strafing is still a thing, and for those of you who are not familiar with this technique, let me introduce with its idea. Basically, what you can do is changing direction of your movement in the air. This technique is especially important for Pathfinder, however every legend can capitalize on it. Let's start with simple slide to increase your movement speed. If you haven't knew that already, you can increase your speed by sliding and jumping right after. It's very simple and I think it doesn't require any more explanation. You can also do it to the side while running sideways. We will take it a step further. Now, to a jump, I'm adding strafe. That is, I'm smoothly turning my mouse in one direction while simultaneously holding one of the strafe keys. You can see that the path of my champion changes accordingly for a nice 90 degrees while keeping the same amount of speed. There are 2 schools of performing this technique. First, which I called old, implies that you should never hold forward key while strafing. Second one, which I call modern, allows you to do so by tapping or holding it when necessary for a maximum control. When doing so, you extend your movement, the angle is not so sharp and turning corners becomes easier. Difference between both techniques is not very big, so try one that feels more natural to you. Strafe can also be applied while sliding sideways. Second on our list is wall kicking. To do it, you simply gotta run towards the wall, slide and jump like in the first technique that we learned today, and then jump immediately after hitting wall. 2 important things here. First of all, you should be at the apex of your jump for maximum height after wall kick. Secondly, you should look more or less perpendicularly towards the wall when hitting it. Otherwise, your wall kick might not be successful. Utilizing this technique, in a way, gives you double jump ability. You can do it also from standing and without slide, but timing on it is more difficult then. If you want to, then jump should be delayed just a little, and moment of hitting a wall shouldn't be at the apex, but just after you start falling. If you will not time it right, instead of upwards, you will jump back into the ground. This technique have not been very useful for me so far, but definitely is very flashy and cool to learn. It can be used to get into some places without mantle animation and to make your movement on the ground more unpredictable. If you feel comfortable enough with strafing mechanics, you can try running away from the wall and then slide, jump and strafe back to it to perform wall kick. If you will succeed, it means you mastered today's lessons. Last thing that I want to teach you is more of a trick than actual technique. If you have ever fell down from high position, you probably experience a stomp. It removes the ability to sprint for quite a moment, which leaves you very vulnerable for any threat. You can decrease that time a little by meleeing the ground just before hitting it. That's it. Before landing on the ground, look towards it and press melee button. This spare extra millisecond may decide whether you will die or stay alive. All Pathfinder mains should be happy to utilize that technique, since the risk of stomp very often puts you in a very uncomfortable situation.
Whoa.
That's shooting at me.
This is everything for this one. I hope that you have learned something new. Good aim is important in every first-person shooter, however your journey should always start from understanding movement mechanics. Apex Legends haven't stopped surprising me yet, so I will definitely deliver you more content in nearby future. See you soon, Legends!